We all know how most of the colleges in India have failed us in getting a job. And I'm not talking about the IITs, the IIMs, or any tier 1 colleges which are in the top 10 or 20. I am talking about the other 99% of the colleges in India in which people are studying, where the teachers are not teaching anything to them. And even if they are teaching, most of it is outdated, and the current industry don't even use those technologies right now. So in this video, I want to share an approach. If you follow that approach, I can guarantee you can get a job within 10 to 12 months if you work really hard, and if you follow the steps which I am about to share with you in this video. So what is the traditional approach of education or getting a job? You finish your schooling, then you prepare for maybe some exam, IIT or NEET or anything, and after that you get into a college. And in that college, they are ripping off a lot of fees from you, but at the same time they are not providing you much value of that fees. Now I can understand that colleges are meant to also have memories and all of that. I appreciate that, and yeah, that's a valid point. If you want to create beautiful memories of college life and all of that, yeah, it's a good place. But at the same time, if you want to gain a lot of knowledge, you can't get that in those college. Right? As I already told, in most of these colleges, the knowledge which they are sharing is outdated. So what's this alternative approach, Abhinav, which you are talking about? Let's go step by step. The approach which I am talking about is, instead of focusing on a degree, focus on the skills. In what way can you provide value to a company or someone? Because wherever there is value, there is money to be made. So this video is divided in 3 sections. First, which skills to pick up. Second, how you can learn those skills. And third, how can you get the job with those skills which you learned in the second step. It's 3-step simple process. If you follow this, you will get a job. So look for the skills around you which are most in demand. It can be coding, or it can be design, or marketing, or even video editing, whatever it is. Look for the skills around you. What is the skill which people who have a lot of money need? I will be listing down all the skills which you might try out in the screen right now. Those are very scalable and really monetizable skills. If you learn them, you are good to go. Once you pick that skill, now you might be asking, but Abhinav, how can I learn it? Welcome to the world of internet, my friend. You can learn anything online, but that's a very vague way to say it, because there are millions of YouTube channels, millions of videos, millions of blogs, and all of that. It's not like we have less content, it's more like we have a lot of content. So how can I filter out the content which I need to learn enough to get a job? For this, I want to share an approach with you. So there are 3 ways with which you can learn all of these skills which you have picked up. First, which is free one. Second, which is a little bit of money but most of you can afford it. And the third one, which is a little bit on the expensive side. The first one is YouTube and all the free sites where you can find the content. Let's say if you are trying out coding, you can go on Free Code Camp, or read the documentations, or look up on the YouTube what you want to learn. Now, this is the most tedious process because it's really hard to filter out the content when you don't even know the key terms for it. Like what exactly is even a div or whatever it is. So to understand the basics of it, maybe you can go through a crash course or whatever and note down the keywords which you listen. Or a better approach I will share in the next step. So the next step is learning from the courses, the Udemy, Coursera, and all of that. So on Udemy, you will find a lot of courses which provide most of all the skills which I have listed there. Simply go on Udemy, pick up a course. It's literally like 500 or 600 rupees, and if you pick that up, go through the content, learn from it, try to build stuff on your own, and repeat that process again and again. It's same for everything, design, coding and all of that. So yeah, now here is a more better approach. What you can do if you want to try out these stuffs for free instead of paying money to Udemy, what you can do is simply go through the list of all the topics which they have in Udemy, because they already provide whole syllabus, and look for those topics on YouTube and you can learn those for free. So simply go through all the course material and search it on YouTube and you will get all the content which you need. So one thing I also want to mention is, instead of going and searching like top 5 programming languages something, be very specific on what you want to search on the internet. So one thing I always mention is, like, instead of picking up what are the top 5 programming languages as the search, pick how can I center a div. That's a better approach and Google will be much more able to answer your question. Now we have discussed two approaches. First is free and the second is a little bit paid, but most of you can afford it, which is doing courses and all of that. And you will grasp a very good fundamental knowledges in this, but they might get a little boring because it doesn't provide you community which you need, like the people around you who can help you. But I have a second approach for this as well, which you can get. Most of these Udemy courses have a community which is on Discord or somewhere else. So if you join these courses, you will get a community where you can ask your questions or make friends with which you can build stuff. So first one is free, it's discussed. Second one is a little bit paid, which most of you can afford, done. The third approach is the cohorts. So get in a boot camp or a cohort. What they are a little expensive communities in which you pay to a mentor. In return, they provide all the content which you will find in the courses and all of that in a very curated way, which they have learned over many years of experience, and they're going to provide you in the shortest period of time, along with giving you a community with which you can learn and share whatever you have built. By this way, you are building friends and all of that. So now we are 2 steps done. First one, which was picking up a skill, good. You tried it out and you liked it and you have kind of learned it a lot, and you joined communities and you built some projects. You are a part of the community and you have few friends in the industry as well. Now the main part comes. How can we get the job with this? To get a job, initially what you should do is, when you are building those projects in the second step while building the skills, document your journey. Write blogs, create content. It can be, if you build a website, deploy it live and showcase it to the people. But you want a place where all of these people can come and see all of your skills at one place, all of your content creation, all of your apps, all of your designs at one place. So I would say create a shop. What I mean by shop is, you have a window on the internet. If someone comes on that window, they can quickly browse all the content which you have created, instead of going to different social media platforms to look out what are they are building or whatever. So leverage all of these social media platforms to get the traffic from there, to get the people from there to your personal site, where they can find all of your work at one place in the most simplest manner. So if you are planning to do web development, create a portfolio site and host all your projects along with the GitHub link. So whoever visits your site in the least amount of time, he have an idea of what you do, how much are you good at it, by showcasing your skills. In current times, resumes are dead because most of the people from colleges are also giving resumes, and you want to differentiate and pick up interest of the recruiters more quickly in a more interesting manner. So the better approach will be to showcase your work directly on their faces. So how can we do that? Firstly, you set up a portfolio site or the shop which I mentioned. Done. Now you want to bring traffic to the site so people can see your content. How you can do that? Go on social media sites, go on LinkedIn, go on Twitter, Document your journey. Today I'm building this, today I'm facing this problem, or I have built this. Connect with the right audience. It can be the recruiters or the people who can give you referrals. If you bombard your content on the faces of people who really need that skill, they will contact you. Because if you are so good they can't ignore you, they will hire you. Doesn't matter what degree you have, what is your age, or which stream are you from. If you want, I can create content on all of these topics which I have discussed in this video in depth. If you need content like that, please let me know in the comments and I will surely create content on that. I know this video was really long, but in this video, to summarize it all, I wanted to say, build skills, showcase it to the right people, throw it on their faces every single day, and they will hire you. It's the best and the fastest approach you can try. You are not competing with anyone and anything. All you need is a really good command on your skills and knowing how to showcase it to the people who really need it. And if you do this, I can 100% guarantee you will get a job in 10 to 12 months if you are going in the right direction. So that's all from me. Bye.